So as the new season starts off, Gus is in a very interesting place.
What's up, man?
He has problems like letting
my
go.
boy.
He has problems letting go of something in his life.
What do you mean?
He
Yes?
he has a certain person
That you can't let go of?
that he can't let go
His mom?
of. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pillar, I guess, in his life, a pillar in the character. It's what drives him. It's really the only thing that keeps him alive, I think. And it'll be interesting this season when you see what happens. Because Gus's mom is all he has. She's the only reason that he's even trying. So if he loses that, where do you go from there?
Hells yeah. I can't really extrapolate on it.
I don't even know what extrapolate means, but okay.
Why do you think we like to watch all these shows where people get infected and it's like society's in danger and it's like, why do we like watching shows like that?
I think we all love to be scared. You know? I think we love being put on our heels. We love being in a place where we're reminded that we're alive and we're happy to be alive, and maybe it makes us more grateful to be alive. You watch a show like this and you're like, wow, you know, it's so symbolic of a lot of things that are going on in society right now, and we don't have actual vampires that have these stingers jutting out of their necks that we know of, but there are a lot of vampire type people in society in the world that are bleeding us dry. So so it's like everybody feels that this movie. So I think it just kind of reminds us how lucky we are and makes us grateful. I mean, that's why we watch. A lot of people watch reality television. You see people complain about their lives all the time, and you're like, "Oh, I don't have that problem," or you're like, "Oh, wow." We just love to watch each other and take what we can from it.
I feel like our show is like a metaphor. It's a metaphor. It's our deepest and most our biggest fears manifested right in front of us. Whether our biggest fear will be our insecurities and our doubts, and how would you react with these monsters we have all in our mind and the voices we hear, right? Or maybe that's just me, I don't know. But the insecurities and all this stuff we hear, how would you react if it was manifested and right in front of you? Are you gonna? I can think what I'll do. I can say I'm gonna be strong and I'm gonna fight until I die. But you don't know until that moment happens. And when it happens, that's how you realize your character. You're either gonna be like proud of yourself. Yeah, I stood up like I was supposed to. Or you're gonna say, I didn't know I had that capability in me to take off. And I think when you see these monsters, like he said, this exists right now. In certain environments, there's vampires out there right now. Like where Gus comes from, he can walk outside, and he has to accept death. He can be killed at any moment, whether it is he's homeless or all these people they let out of prison, the murderers and the rapists. They go straight back to the neighborhood, and you got to deal with that. So he's conditioned for that. He's conditioned to survive. Fett also comes from that world. He comes from that survival mentality. And it's just, the show is just putting it right in your face. What would you do if this really happened? And it is happening. It is kind of happening. It is. We are in this point, not to get political or anything, but we do have to stand up. It is time to fight or die. It is time to stand up for what you believe in and be ready to put your life on the line to help somebody else. And to be love, your main motivation. That's the only way we're going to get through it. Love. I love you. You can say it, man.
I like you.
All right.
I love
You are. You are.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.